seventh part of the Mythical Creature mini-series. So we'll talk about unicorn now. Previously, we talked about mermaid in the previous one, and then before that, we also talked about minotaur, and then Bigfoot, and then dragon. But today, we'll talk about unicorn. When I searched for this topic, I was torn between two, either unicorn or a Pegasus. However, Pegasus is kinda I don't know, if you ask a random person about unicorn or Pegasus, they probably knows unicorn more than Pegasus. I think it has something to do well because there is so many cartoon, there is so many animated series, like movies that involves unicorn, also video games as well. So with that alone, I feel like people will tend to pick unicorn over Pegasus. So just because of that as well, I feel like feel like talking about unicorn. Maybe I will talk about Pegasus in the future. I don't know. There's so many stuff that there's so many mythical creature that I feel like if we want to talk about that, might as well make a new series for that. But yeah, just for the the world of mythical creature pretty much. But since this is just mini series, like I said, it's just it's how it is pretty much. Seven is enough, I would say. Um, okay, let's talk about unicorn. Unicorn is pretty much half, not really half, but more like it's a horse. In if you ask me, so we know like dragon, it is flying lizard, and then Bigfoot is just ape, and then Minotaur is just bull, and then mermaid. Mermaid is just fish. So this one, unicorn, is a horse, I think. Well, I mean, if you look at it, I feel like it's just flying horse, pretty much. Not really flying horse. Okay, so what differs between unicorn and Pegasus? I think um, is that Pegasus is the one that can fly, meaning that it has the wings. Unicorn is just I think it's the land version, but it can also fly. I think I'm not sure actually. But yeah, well, we'll see about that, right? Maybe there's like some like info about the difference between unicorn and Pegasus. But I feel like Pegasus is the one that has the wings and it can fly pretty much. So yeah, the unicorn is a legendary creature that has been described since antiquity as a beast with a single large pointed spiraling horn projecting from its forehead. Okay, as you can see over here, there's the horn over there. This is the picture of the gentle and pensive maiden has the power to tame the unicorn. Fresco by Domenichino, 1604. Okay, that's 400 years ago, actually. Okay. Grouping mythology, other name Monoceros. Okay, yeah, as you can see, all this picture it does not have wings, meaning that the one that has wings is the Pegasus, pretty much. 17th century woodcut of a unicorn. Oh, that horn is quite long. All right. Um, Okay, so for the well, previously with Mermaid, I feel like I said about like the horror story of Mermaid, and for this one, I think Unicorn actually used uh its horn to stab the opponents, but I'm not sure. There is this scene in the cabin in the wood 2012, I think, where this unicorn just stab like a person in the torso, and yeah, it's kind of like a horror as well, horrible, yeah. So yeah, if you ask me, I mean that's just the horn anyway. There's already any like many animals that actually has horns. Like let's say the horn rhinoceros, here native in my country. They use that for fighting pretty much, like as their self defense. Just like goat, like goat. Goats have these horns on their head. And they just use that for yeah, like or a ram, pretty much. Not really goat, but like ram, the one that has the horn, like spiraling horn as well. Those are like their self defense. Not only self defense, but more like offense as well. So yeah, there's that. Also, there is deer with their antler. Yeah, I think, or it's just called antler. I don't know actually. And then what else here? The one that has some kind of horn in their on their head. Can't really think about anything else. So yeah, that's that, I guess. Um, in European literature and art, the unicorn has, for the last 1,000 years or so, been depicted as a white horse-like or goat-like animal with a long, straight horn with spiraling grooves, cloven hooves, and oh, cloven hooves, okay, and sometimes a goat's beard. Oh, interesting. In the Middle Ages and Renaissance, it was commonly described as an extremely wild woodland creature, a symbol of purity and grace, which could be captured only by a virgin. Okay. In encyclopedias, its horn was described as having the power to render poisoned water potable and to heal sickness. Oh, okay, interesting. In medieval and Renaissance times, the tusk of the narwhal. Oh, yeah, there is also that. I think this is like the dolphin. I think yeah, narwhal is narwhal a whale or dolphin? I think it's dolphin. So yeah, was sometimes sold as a unicorn horn. Oh, that's actually quite sad as well. It's like the shark pretty much. Like people hunt shark, not only for the shark but only for the fin. So they just cut the fin and yeah, it's kind of like terrible things pretty much. Like it's just like horrible things that humans have done. So yeah, well, I mean, I have eaten shark fin previously before in the past, but I asked about the seller, like did they actually get that only, like their supplier, like I asked, um, and they said that no, it's actually the entire of fish. It's not only the fin, and then the shark got released again and making them suffering. It's not like that. It's like actually shark, like the shark meat as well. I know it's kind of weird eating shark meat. I don't know, I've never done that though. The shark fin, however, I have. It's kind of chewy, I would say, but yeah, well, I mean, that's not really the point of this video anyway. So yeah, it's kind of like this one as well, the narwhal, just because the unicorn horn, yay, as a souvenir. So they just like cut this. Hopefully if they do that, they might as well just kill the animal and not just leave them like living without and suffering. That's just that's in my opinion, that's more you know that's more horrible than just actually killing them and maybe using their meat for something, like maybe for livestock. Like livestock also like to eat fish anyway. Not really livestock, but more like what is it, um what is it called again? The cat. Not livestock, it's like the cat food. I think they are like made from like sea fish as well. So this is part of that probably. I don't know honestly. A bovine type of unicorn is thought by some scholars to have been depicted in seals of the Bronze Age Indus Valley civilization, the interpretation remaining controversial. An equine form of the unicorn was mentioned by the ancient Greeks in accounts of natural history by various writers, including names. The Bible also describes an animal, the ram, which some translation render as unicorn. Oh, okay, interesting. I never heard about that before, honestly. The unicorn continues to hold a place in popular culture. Yeah, obviously. It is often used as a symbol of fantasy or rarity. Yeah, I mean, like, if you play video games, like, there is always chance that there is actually a unicorn there, and sometimes they are associated with goodness or kindness, pretty much. Like yeah, just like that. And then let's see here, history. Okay, so the history came from, is it Indus Valley civilization, or is it like there is times before that as well? I'm not sure honestly, but this one is 2000 before century, so this might as well be the oldest. But yeah, um Yeah, it's just literally just a horse with a horn. Like I feel like that might actually be happening. That might also existed. If you think about it, maybe this one is the one that is most closely to exist. The dragon one was kind of interesting. Because it was mentioned anywhere. It might as well be actually existing back then. However, with this unicorn, it's like it's just a horned horse. I feel like that might actually happen. Like horse. If you know horse, they like to their weapons. Their weapon is actually their feet, like their hoof. They will kick anything that's behind them. However, like have you ever seen a horse charging someone? Yeah, they use their head, but if you think about it, that does not make any sense, right? Because their heads are kind of, like I feel like not that strong. To get me wrong though, it's still animal. It's strong, but I feel like in comparison with goat, I feel like goat has, it has the more power to do headbutt than the horse, and then why would horse charge and do headbutt? Well, I feel like the reason is why because they're used to do that probably because back then they have their horn and maybe they evolve or something and they just remove the horn because they don't use that anymore, but their habits are still there, like like a charging and yeah, just like like trying to headbutt, but there's nothing in their head, so it's kind of like that as well. Also, since I know that they existed, well, not really I know, but more like I believe that they existed back then. I feel like the reason why they don't exist right now is because well, this one is kind of the same as the current endangered horned rhinoceros and stuff like that. It's just because they got hunted because maybe back then people learned that the tusk or the horn is actually the one that gives luck or something like that. So they just hunt the unicorn, and the remaining unicorn that survive, they just evolve. Then because human killed them for their horn, might as well not having them in the first place, so they evolve. Maybe that's maybe that's what they did. And like every horse that exists right now, they might actually unicorn back then, but they decided to evolve and remove the horn because people just hunt them anyway. There's no need. That's like reducing your survivability chance, so might as well not having it, and people just don't care about you. So yeah, there's that. That's what I believe anyway about like if unicorn actually existed or not back then, and if so, why they extinct. So yeah. Next we have what else here? Unicorn. This one is the one that has wings. Although, yeah, like I said, I think the one that has wings is probably called Pegasus. I'm not sure actually. Let's see here if there's any similarity or if I see that name as well. Let's see here. Um, in medieval as well. Yeah, like it's medieval thing. And then what else here? Alicorn, okay. Don't know what alicorn is. The horizontal substance it was made of was called alicorn. Oh, okay. So the horn is called alicorn. Okay. Uh, False alicorn powder made from tusks of narwhals or horns of various animals was sold in Europe for medicinal purpose. Yeah, like as you can see over here, they just use that as medicines. But like if you think about it, is it really medicine? I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to talk about that. But yeah, I feel like the reason why exiting is just because they were overly hunt, and the last thing they know is that there's no more, and the next generation maybe they carry the the bad gene or something, and they just don't have horns since then, or like I said, maybe they just evolve. And because seeing, like, think about it this way: you're a mythical creature, like you're a, like, yeah, you're like a magical creature, and then people just hunt you down, like that, the disrespect, hello. So you might as well just, not actually having that, right? Just for your own survivability. But yeah, that's just what I thought. Entrapment, okay. Oh, what's that? Okay, this looks like some kind of, yeah, captivity. Okay. Um, this one, yeah, this one actually kind of interesting because I thought that the horn of the unicorn is kind of like I don't know, like 10 inches, probably like 15, 20 inches. But this looks like it's like at least, what is it, like 5 foot long, which is kind of, like a crazy. But yeah. Um, One traditional method of hunting unicorns involve entrapment by a virgin. Okay, so I don't know why that's the case. Maybe because the unicorn will give luck to people that are virgin, so that they have, like, they are gifted by lover, maybe. And people just use this in the wrong way. They just use this as a bait. Like, there's a virgin, and then the unicorn try to give them, what is it, like, blessing of lover, but people just capture them, and then yeah, it's kind of sad if you ask me. um, okay, also that's just what I thought, though I'm not sure if that's the case, but I feel like it might as well be like that, seeing how, why they need virgin, and then like, why they need the tusk or the horn just for medicinal purpose. So yeah, I feel like that's already telling the story itself. Heraldry. I don't know what the heraldry is. The unicorn is often depicted as a horse with a goat's cloven hoofs and beard, a lion's tail, and a slender spiral horn on its forehead. Okay. In Scotland, the unicorn is best known as a symbol of Scotland. The unicorn was believed to be the natural enemy of the lion. Don't know why. A symbol that the English royals had adopted around 100 years before. The unicorn supported the royal arms of the King of Scots and Duke of Rothesay, and since 1707, a union of England and Scotland, the royal arms have been supported by a unicorn along with an English lion. Okay. Um, hmm. Okay, that's some European stuff there. Yeah, like this one as well. Unicorns as heraldic charges. Okay. So this is the arms. Yeah, as you can see, the arms of John, King of Hungary, 16th century. Oh, this one is kind of interesting. So this one has this unicorn, and then I think this one is some kind of eagle or griffin, and then this one looks like a manticore, the half man half a lion, I think. And then this one is the mermaid. I'm not sure actually, but yeah, seeing those four creatures. But yeah, also yes, I know those names because I, again, like I said, when I search for these topics, I searched for list of mythical creatures, and I just found this in one of their result, like the list. There's these other creatures as well. So yeah, there's that. And then there's this one, Arms of the Country of Roxburgh or Scotland. Okay, this one, interesting. But this one has, oh, never mind. I thought this one has wings, but no, that's actually the tail. Oh, okay. I don't see the horn though. Maybe there's a horn there. Maybe it's too small for me to check or to look. But yeah. Oh, this one, Arms of Saint Lo, France. Okay. This one's obvious. It's the unicorn. And then this one, Arms of Listenis. Uh, Share Republic, okay. This is just the head though. And then this one, Arms of Germany, okay. And then this one, Arms of Merkin, Lithuania, okay. The picture is not loading. Unicorns as supporters. I guess this is just the one, yeah, like it's just like in the arms pretty much, and that's pretty much it. So the arms is pretty much like a symbol, I would say, but it's called arms, not just symbol, because it has meaning. So you know how it is. Okay, what is this? Okay. Oh, I see. Um, because like yeah, because it's associated with rainbow as well, so it's kind of popular in the LGBT community actually to make unicorn as the icon. So yeah, that's kind of interesting as well. um Okay, and then let's see here. Similar animals in religion and myth. Okay, in biblical, there's this called the aurochs, but it's not. Again, it's not loading. Unicorn mosaic on a 1213 church floor in Ravenna. Okay, okay, that's interesting. And then this one as well, the auroch. Okay, this is just buffalo though. I'm not sure. And then this one. Okay, this might resemble unicorn. I'm not sure. um, Kind of look like gold, honestly, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know. And then there's this one. Oh no, never mind. Okay, let's see here. Oh, it's almost 3 p.m. Okay, I think I need to wrap up like actually right now because it's already 20 minutes. Pottery unicorn. Okay. This was in China. Okay, interesting. Chinese mythology. So they also have unicorn. It's interesting. Okay, so that's the end. All right. Let me know what you think about unicorn. Do they exist or not, or did they exist or not back then? And if they did, do you agree that the reason why they went extinct is because humans just hunt them just for the horn, and like use it for their own purpose? And again, like I said, they just then evolve without the horn just for their survivability. And then there is also just for like maybe that literally the last species of unicorn got unintentionally killed or hunted, and there's just no more, so that also possible. But yeah, let me know what you think about this one. Again, is this real or not? But yeah, anyway, that's a bit for this one. I hope you guys enjoy it. Stay healthy. I will see you again tomorrow in the next mythical creature that we will discuss. But until then, see ya.